Our team, Pax Everycana, has conducted some research on Seoul sustainability problems, and we are going to assess them in our presentation today. How are we going to solve these problems in sustainability? We're going to look at them in three different parts.
First, we're going to introduce what sustainability is and why sustainable development is important in this urban area. In part 2, we're going to talk about issues of the air pollution in Seoul. Actually, Seoul's air condition is not very good and even serious in these days. So we're going to talk about why the Seoul's air condition is bad and how serious Seoul's air condition is. Finally, part 3, we're going to talk about the solution of the air pollution issues in Seoul. Sustainable development is a major issue in urban area. Sustainability. It sounds very good, but many people and even students who are majoring in urban studies doesn't know what sustainability is, and also why sustainability is important.
Let's learn about sustainability. Here are 3 circles. Oh, it's a Venn diagram. There are 3 factors to achieve sustainability. Sustainable development is a circumstance that these 3 factors are all satisfied for whole citizens. If one factor is not satisfied, then citizens cannot live a sound life, such as poverty, discriminations, and even pollution. Thus, sustainable development and planning is crucial in contemporary urban area.
너무 심해서 야외 활동에도 제한이 있고 기분도 되게 안 좋아요. 해결됐으면 좋겠어요.
Okay.
The Korean government has been trying to tackle the issue by implementing stronger regulations on emitters of particular matter. So what is being done in South Korea?
Korean citizens are now suffering more and more from worsening air quality. And a recent index shows that not only is Korea's air quality not okay, but one of the worst in the world. According to the 2106 Environmental Performance Index by researchers from Yale and Columbia University, 180 countries were ranked for their performance on 9 environmental issues of high priority. For air quality, Korea ranked 173rd, rounding out the bottom 10, which included other Asian countries such as China. The report noted that more than 50% of the population in Korea are exposed to unsafe levels of air pollution. The Korean government has been trying to tackle the issue by implementing stronger regulations on emitters of air pollution. As well as advising the public to take precautions, the government has ordered civil servants to adhere to a system under which staff with car license plates that end in an odd number can drive on certain days, and those with even numbers can be used on other days. Authorities in Seoul have closed down 360 public car parks to dissuade people from driving in the city, with certain diesel vehicles have been banned from the city streets between 6 a.m. and 9 p.m. Various measures have been implemented in many cities to solve air pollution. In the next section of the video, we will show you how other cities have dealt with air pollution.
Now let's look at the solutions to the sustainability problems Seoul is facing right now. We will do this by comparing the problems with other countries and other cities, how they have done this, and we will show how Seoul can implement this.
Emission through providing alternative for transportation that has less to no emission. This is what we can take from the Netherlands as an example. The Netherlands has an environment where biking is encouraged and has become part of the culture. It is first of all safe, with traffic lights, paths, and street signs, especially for bikes. In the extreme cases, there are also bike highways paths that cross the country from one city to the other. And second of all, biking causes virtually no environmental damage. It promotes health through physical activities. It takes up little space and is economical both in our direct user costs and public infrastructure costs. In short, biking is environmentally, socially, and economically sustainable. According to Guus Velders, professor of air quality and climate interactions at Utrecht University, no matter how efficient cars get, car sharing, and in the future autonomous cars, the answer is still to aggressively pursue policies that just make it easier not to drive. Govers envisions streets that make people happy to bike to work because traffic is calmed or they have incredibly safe bike infrastructures, and they are also inviting for walking. One of the main concerns is the implementation of bike paths, which we have also found a solution for. Recently, the company Plastic Roads has been able to create a 30-meter bike path out of 500,000 recycled bottle caps, which is 2 to 3 more times more durable than the usual asphalt. In case this road does break, it can all be taken away and recycled again. These roads also are 70% easier to install.
Constructing the world's first forest city where all buildings are covered in plants and trees to tackle global warming and air pollution. China is constructing the world's first forest city where all buildings are covered in plants and trees to tackle global warming and air pollution. The Liuzhou Forest City will be home to 30,000 people once completed in a few years' time. Offices, houses, hotels, hospitals, and schools will be entirely covered by a total of 40,000 trees and 1 million plants of 100 species. The plant life is expected to absorb almost 10,000 tons of carbon dioxide and 57 tons of pollutants per year, and produce 900 tons of oxygen a year, while also decreasing the air temperature and providing a new habitat for displaced wildlife. Solar panels on the roofs will collect renewable energy to power the buildings, while geothermal energy will power air conditioning, leading to the project's green appeal. The city will be built in the north of Liuzhou in the mountainous area of Guangxi, South China, in an area that covers 175 hectares along the Liujiang River. There will be various residential areas, commercial and recreational species, 2 schools and a hospital. Houses will have air conditioning powered by geothermal energy and solar panels roofs. The project commissioned by Liuzhou Municipality Urban Planning has been designed by architects Berlin. The company says the plants and trees will decrease the average air temperature, create noise barriers, and improve biodiversity by providing homes for birds, insects, and small animals. Building begins in 2020. Berlin says, "I really think that bringing forests into the city is a way to reduce climate change."
An OECD report that was published in mid-July 2016 finds Israel has developed a unique, transparent and simple method to reflect air pollution levels in car prices. The Israeli government has reduced taxes on low-emission vehicles by as much as NYS 15,000 in cases of the least polluting cars. On the other hand, taxes were raised for more polluting vehicles. As a result of these so-called green taxes, which went into effect in 2009, Israelis now tend to buy relatively cleaner cars. By 2014, around 83% of all new cars were in the lowest pollution grades, compared to 19% in 2009. There was a 21% reduction in average CO2 emissions per car.
In conclusion, sustainable development of a city, and especially the issue of air pollution, is a topic of deep importance for everyone, and it is imperative that urban planners come up with ways to solve some of these problems.
Our team, Pax Everycana, has conducted some research on Seoul's sustainability problems, and we have come up with solutions on how to solve these. And we are gonna